All right, today we are creating just a very simple cake stand to use in your dollhouse or your dollhouse bakery. Stay tuned and see how fun and easy this project is. All right, so the first step in making our cake stand is to construct it. And it's with the pieces together. And I dug through my wood findings little bin and found some pieces that I thought would go together nicely. Now this is a 1-inch disc of wood. It's just one of those. This is a 3/8 inch, and this is a little wooden spool. And I'll have the sizes listed in the blog post, and I'll try to remember to put a note at the bottom of the screen, but I don't always remember that. So the first thing we need to do is combine these with some glue. So we are going to, and I'm going to have to turn the camera off to make sure I've got this put in the right spot, but I am using a nice thick tacky glue, and I'm going to try my best to stay under camera. And if your glue is slightly messy on this piece, that's okay, because it's not going to show much once we get done. So we are going to put this here, and I am going to, off camera, make sure that this is put right in the center. And then I want that glue to dry before I add this piece. This piece is going to sit right there. So let's let this glue dry, and then I'll be back and we'll do the second step. All right, that glue is dry, and this is what it looks like so far. But we're going to put just one more touch on. We are going to put this one on the bottom just to finish it off just a tiny bit. It'll give it just a tiniest bit of extra height, and it will finish the bottom off so it doesn't look quite so much like we used a wooden spool for our base. Right, and that again needs to dry, and then we can start painting, but that's what it looks like so far. I'll be back when that glue is dry. All right, my glue has dried, and I've got some Apple Barrel craft paint in white. This is some of the paint and the brush and everything and the Mod Podge I'm going to use later were all furnished to me from Plaid for free of charge for me to use on videos for you guys. So I've just put a little bit of the paint over here to the side, and I'm just going to paint. I'm not going to paint the part that's going to touch the table. I am going to paint the underneath, the stem, and the rim and the top. And I'll probably do most of this off camera. I'm going to get it started here. But I think we've all painted just some basic painting like this before. So I'm going to get this painted. I'll probably put 2 coats on, and when those 2 coats are dry, I'll come back and we'll do the fun part together. All right, so that white paint is all dry, and I have decided I've got this brushed metal paint in brushed gold, and I haven't gotten to use this one. I've used the silver one a couple of times, but I haven't gotten to use this gold one. And what I'm going to do, put just a little bit out on the tray. I've got a small brush, and I am going to, and this will probably take, I'm betting I'm going to need 2 coats. Typically, metallic paints take at least 2 coats. So I'm going to turn the camera off once again, and I'm going to get this nice and even. I want to get it up closer to me where I can see it and it not drift off the camera. When this is dry and I get a second coat on, I'll come back and we'll see how this looks. I love how this turned out. Just that little touch of gold around the edge. Oops, looks like I got a little bit extra white there. That's okay. I am going to coat this with some gloss Mod Podge. I'm going to put a pretty thin coat on, and then I'll add a second coat and possibly a third coat if I feel it's necessary to get this to the point that I want it to be. And actually, to eliminate getting my fingers into the Mod Podge. I'm going to do just the foot part of my pedestal right now. And then after I get a coat or two on there, and this is a really thin coat I'm putting on and then wiping off most of it. When that is dry, I'll off camera go ahead and do the rim and the top. And I'll do 2, maybe 3 coats, but they're going to be really thin. And when those are dry, I'll come back and we'll look at how this looks. All right, in total, I put 3 very thin coats of gloss Mod Podge on our cake stand, and it has dried overnight. I love how this turned out. I think it is going to be beautiful with cakes or pies or other pastries displayed on top of it. I can't wait to give you some tutorials for just those type of things. If you enjoyed today's tutorial, be sure and push the like button. Leave me a comment. I try to get back to everyone that does. If you like my content and haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you know when I put out a new video. Be sure and check the blog post. There'll be more photos over on the blog. And if you haven't found us on Facebook, join us over there. It's usually the quickest way to get a hold of me, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.